Good morning, everyone. Watch Woman Warrior here. It is January 26th, 2022, and I am 36 today. And it's been a great birthday so far. My brother got a job that he needed, and I got to be there, and I walked around Westfield and checked out the old stores that are there. Never got to check out before while I was killing time, and found some wax and stuff to make my own candles that smell like cinnamon, and I found some real life Pennsylvania homemade honey, and well, the bees made it, but you know what I mean. And yeah, it's been really nice. I mean, it's really cold here. We're getting that Arctic blast, cold air coming through. We're supposed to get a storm through here soon, so pray for mercy on America, that's for sure. And also, don't want to get snowed in again. But, anyways, it's been a while. I've done a couple shorts recently because of the funky apples that we ended up getting, and yeah, but I'm on today because of the monkey business going about. And I don't know if you guys have seen it on your news yet, but I've seen a couple videos pop up on YouTube from the peeps I watch that are followers of Christ. Us Knights of Christ got to stick together and defend and stand up for, and he does that all the time for us, and it's the least we could do for the Lord. I'm glad I found all of these pictures. They're really nice. But yes, the monkey business. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard about it. I don't know how you couldn't. The woman, her name is Michelle. Funny, because it's my name, but mine's spelled with an A and not an I. She was behind a truck hauling what looked like a U-Haul that was filled with like 100 monkeys that were on their way to a lab. Some places say they were heading to Florida, other places say they're heading to Missouri. But really what happened was it was heading from Danville area to Scranton and was getting ready to get off the exit, and the accident occurred. And the monkeys got spilled all over the highway. They were heading northeast. They were not heading to Missouri. They were not heading to Florida. But they did come from Africa. Some sources say East Africa or West Africa, and some say South Africa. But matter of the fact is, it's in Africa. And it makes me wonder a little bit. It actually made me wonder a little bit. It's the reason I'm doing this video. It caused a question to rise in my mind. Why did the accident happen? More than one question, actually. And the second question was already answered before I even asked it, but the second question that popped in my mind is, wasn't that where the Omicron variant came from? And the answer is yes, and I knew that. I knew it. South Africa, actually. And just happened to be supposedly from monkeys. And now there's a accident in Pennsylvania, literally right down the road from where I live, where 4 of them get loose. 1 of them's captured, 2 of them euthanized on the spot so they could get them contained, and 1 is running loose still to this day. Now, the woman got sick that was in contact with these monkeys when she stopped to help because of the accident. And she's on medicine and stuff, and I hope that she makes it, but I don't know if she will or not. I don't have a good feeling about it because of the fact that these monkeys were contagious. They won't tell us with what, and they don't tell us what it could possibly have, other than, they've been known to have, just the monkeys themselves in general. Not these monkeys, but monkeys in general of their kind normally have herpes B, which goes in and goes after your brain. And the woman happened to come down with pink eye and flu-like symptoms that are in the head area. But the lady that was on the news that I watched, that's supposed to be some kind of expert in these monkeys, says that, they're not related. The symptoms and the reality of, herpes B just ain't related, if that's even what it really has. But when you're watching the video, that a friend of mine, Pedro V, look him up, he's awesome. He just put out a video. And the news that he found that he put on his was a woman getting interviewed that's supposed to know about these monkeys and such and tell us what this woman could have, what the monkeys could have, but never actually tells us an answer. Just bring around the rosy, I'm going to follow my script. And you can clearly see that in the video too. But yeah, you should check him out, Pedro V. He's got a really good video he just put out for you guys that has a bunch of the news clippings from January 22nd until, the 22. They decided they're going to bring us some monkeys and they're going to release them to the public and they're going to let out a new variant of some sort and say that it's from the corona when really it's not. It's just a bunch of sicknesses they've had stored up for a while that they're going to, one after the other let loose on us until they effectively kill us off one way or another. Either by the jabulation or by some kind of vexing or some kind of food source. Like, the weirdly blood-dyed apples that I received in a box that's supposed to be, naturally grown foods. That's supposed to be from our country that were most likely grown or made or created in a lab somewhere and injected with dye that just didn't quite finish the process before it made it on my doorstep. And they want us to eat it and pretend it's real food and that it's going to actually do something nourishing for us, when really it's not. Just a load. A big old load they're giving us, It's time to stand, knights. Actually, shall I put it this way? It's time to kneel, knights, and be dubbed by the Lord Christ, and stand in the armor of God, and be ready at a moment's notice for his call. And be ready when he calls to say, "Yes, Lord, I am here. What is it that you ask of me?" The day's coming, knights of Christ, warriors of God. The day has come. The Lord walks amongst us with his army. And we don't have to do a thing but stand and profess the truth and the words that God himself tells us to. And the Lord will stand at our side, holding us in his arms, being our mouthpiece and the fire from heaven that professes the truth, that cuts asunder between marrow and spirit. Bone and marrow, spirit. He cuts it, devours every lie, and reveals it for what it truly is. It is time, knights of Christ, warriors of God. For has he not commanded us to be strong and of good courage, to not be afraid nor dismayed? For the Lord our God is with us wherever we go. Yes, he has. And Joshua 1:9, that is our motto. That is our code, to be courageous and fearless and strong, but to also love mercy and walk humbly before our God. Well, we are to be fearless and bold as a lion for the truth and the righteousness of God. For God cannot tell a lie, and the Lord never changes. He will always be faithful and true. And I will kneel. I will kneel before the Lord always. And I will stand. I will always stand for his truth and his word and his way. It is time, knights of Christ, warriors of God, to stand. God bless you all. Godspeed. And Christ may ever walk before you, always be beside you, and always living within you. Till next time or until we meet. Godspeed.